snapshot view, I'm not at any different a place than where I was 3 years ago with my writing journey, with my publishing journey. Slide into frame. Hello! So 3 years ago on December 10th, 2016, I posted my very first video to YouTube. 3 years is a long time to be doing anything. Something y'all might not know about me is that I actually graduated university or college in 3 years. So I have been making videos longer than I ever attended university, which sounds crazy because it's such a specific time in your life, but in a similar way now, AuthorTube/booktube and or the creation of YouTube videos has sort of marked my life. I have before I was doing this thing and then now. It's kind of crazy. Am I tilting? I feel like it's tilting. You would think after making videos for so long, I would know how to like set up something so it's not tilting one way or another. Apparently we'd both be wrong about that. I guess in the spirit of things, I kind of wanted to look back on what I've learned in the span of making these videos, not necessarily about the video making, but about myself. Because I feel like with anything, you know, I can think of all the lessons and how I changed throughout my college years, and similarly, I can think of how I've changed over the course of making these videos, because it is an interesting thing putting yourself out there, putting something you've made out there for other people to consume, which is something that I hadn't really done before. I'd obviously worked on group projects and you have to present them. I'd worked at a corporation and you have to do all kinds of presenting and making of phone calls and completing assignments and making money for a company. The phase of my life that includes YouTube has seen like 3 NaNoWriMos, 3 years that I've been daily vlogging NaNoWriMo. It has seen the 4-month road trip I went on that was originally intended to be 8 months, ended up being 4. It has seen numerous experiments, a couple reading slumps, a giving away of a whole bunch of books, several different moves. It's weird now to have a documentation of something that's very personal, because there's few times in life that you can look back on something and be like, aha, that's exactly what I was thinking, that's exactly how I was feeling, and that's exactly what I was doing at a given time period. Like the times I've been on my birthday and just kind of vlogged what my birthday was like. You know, it's just a weird kind of thing. And now the kind of to circle into that, something I didn't realize is both how personal it is and how almost impersonal it is in some ways, I guess. You know what? It's shifted now. I think the problem is actually that I've had this one tripod for forever and the grippy things don't work as much anymore. So hopefully y'all will forgive me for being slightly at a tilt, or more than slightly, now that I'm looking at it like a lot more. I'm so sorry. I saved it. What should I do? So the semi-solution was to sit and use a different tripod. Who knows if this video is gonna go up at this point. So both the impersonal nature and the personal nature, right? I have struggled with how much to share. I think I've simultaneously shared too much and then tried to shift away from that. But the problem is, what I've loved about YouTube is, or AuthorTube, I guess, more specifically, is that it's a chronicling of my own journey. So then by not sharing stuff, I feel like I'm doing myself a disservice. This is something that just within the last year has happened, I think because I was getting notifications the other day from Google, where basically I've gone from like 1,000 subscribers to 2,000 subscribers to where I'm at now, over 20,000 subscribers. And it's just, I've been doing the same stuff. So I thought, but the audience has changed a little bit, or the audience has grown a little bit, I guess I should say. We're getting very meta here because I'm addressing you guys. And also just talking about it, which has meant that my relationship has just changed with things. I still try to answer as many comments as I can, but now I can't answer them all. I no longer check if someone who's commented also makes videos, so I don't ever know, and it's harder for me to build relationships because now I'm in this weird phase where I want to lift up all these other incredible AuthorTubers, but I don't know if people only want to talk with me, I mean other AuthorTubers, because they think if I did that, it would do something. So it's this really weird space. And I feel like it really has only happened this past year and it's not something that I ever thought was gonna happen. And that's not to say I'm not grateful, because I have learned so many things from commenters that I obviously could never have thought up on my own. I have changed my writing routine based off of suggestions. I've read books and discovered authors that I love based off of suggestions. And I've felt a community that I just a warmth almost. It feels like a hug sometimes. When I was sharing more personal things, if I didn't achieve my goals, or if I did achieve my goals, or if I was struggling with my mental headspace at the time, or whatever, and just seeing other writers going through the same thing, or hearing that me saying something helped them, what is very incredible. I got a different drink. Today was buy one get one free at Starbucks, and so I bought them both for me since obviously Duke can't have any. Sorry, buddy. What's also happened though is that in chronicling all of this stuff, I can see both how much I've progressed and how many different stories I've worked on and how many different ideas I've had. But then also the terrible thing, which I try not to remind myself of because I know that the mentality's wrong, right? But because I have this chronicling of it, I can see that I'm theoretically no closer to my goal. Or like if you take a snapshot, right? Because I'm obsessed with this idea of like a camera roll versus a snapshot of something. And if you take a snapshot of a person's life, how untrue that is because you don't have any of the whys, whereas like a camera roll or a theoretical video or something like a reel of stuff, you'd at least be able to have more context, right? Snapshot view, I'm not at any different a place than where I was 3 years ago with my writing journey, with my publishing journey. And sometimes that sucks. I know it's all of my own doing and I know why I'm doing it. And I know that, you know, the story that I was working on when I first started AuthorTube was a new adult superhero story, kind of in the vein of like a slightly more serious grounded, like an X-Men instead of like a Superman, but like kind of. I have set that story to the side. I've learned a lot about writing since then, especially novel writing. So again, it's that snapshot thing. Even the projects I was working on aren't the same in this 3-year span, but obviously I'm sitting here in front of the camera, not having anything published. I'm hoping that's gonna change in 2020. And by hoping, I mean it is gonna change in 2020, but that's a whole other topic for another time. It's just interesting. So the chronicling, I guess the point is it's good and bad. I have spent hours editing something that serves the point to be like, I failed, not failed. But it's like a tree. We're gonna see how many metaphors I can fit into this video. It's like a tree and the branch kind of stopped growing. There's other branches and I've decided to climb on the other branch. What is this metaphor? It doesn't even make sense. This video is just gonna meander all over the place. This is one of the few times I haven't semi-scripted a video with notes. Never let me do this again. I don't even remember what I said 5 minutes ago. I don't remember what I said a minute ago. This is why I don't do this. Okay, you know what? This is what my actual resolution is gonna be. Just, I know what works for me in terms of making videos and I should just stick with it. I guess all of this is to say that I'm grateful that I picked up that camera over 3 years ago and finally gave it a go myself. I'm thankful to everyone that I've met from AuthorTube. I'm grateful for all of the comments, the ones that are just being like, I feel you girl, and then also the ones that have suggestions or the ones I may not agree with, but it's just interesting to see other writers doing different things or feeling different ways than me. I'm so grateful for this community of people who are all so different, but we're all, you know, kind of striving for a lot of the same thing or just enjoying the same thing, which is writing. Despite the fact that snapshot-wise I'm at the exact same place, I'm glad to have all of this as proof because I have hope and optimism still. Give me another 3 years and this is gonna look a lot different. The snapshot, I mean. This might look the same, this might still be a mess, but snapshot-wise, I think I'll have some, you know, books to show for it. And I'm gonna be grateful to be able to look back at the journey and see myself just struggling to get to where I am now, and then all the struggle that I will have in the future too. Yeah. Was that the point of this video? I don't know. Thanks past me for trying it at all. Thanks current me for sticking with it. And thanks future me for existing. Wow. Okay. Thanks for watching. Duke is straight chilling right there. Oh, he's like, I heard my name. I heard it. He's gonna go back to licking himself. Okay. Please do comment down below. Let me know snapshot-wise what the writing publishing journey looked for you 3 years ago, and if you, like me, also have the same kind of snapshot. It has been so cool to watch a lot of my AuthorTube friends not have that be a true statement for them. It's been so cool getting to see so many people publish books and share all the lessons that they've learned. It's all just been so cool. But I do think that's gonna be it for this video. Which is a good thing for all of us. So I will see y'all very soon with another one, which I will actually script. Okay, bye! Should I just wheel out since I zoomed in? Goodbye! Lay down. I mean, not right where I'm standing, but okay.
No, good job. You're so cute.
YouTube has seen an interest. Dude, can you talk to the dog and tell it to stop? No. Okay. So leading up to all of this stuff, where am I going? So I don't know.